And we're back, everybody. Welcome back. I said it was only going to be a short break. So, this is going to be the grand final of the Epic Cup. Now, I don't know if all of you saw Transparent TV's kind message in the stream announcement channel earlier. Clearly, it's been a day full of epic matches. We had the epic matchup between AFK for Coco and XL5, followed by another epic matchup between Unstoppable, Diablo Immortal, another epic matchup between Mustachia's Johnny Sins, another epic fight between Turtle Team and Sloth Sanctuary. So, congratulations to all teams who have participated throughout the season. But we are here, divisions 4 and 5. The pinnacle of the season. We have Sloth Sanctuary, the staff team essentially from Lounge. They've been around for quite a while, and it's them against Unstoppable. Samu, what do you think we're in store for?
We're in for a very good game. Everyone knows Sloth Sanctuary there with just Tiny Owl, Dendro, Typhoon. A lot of well-known people here, as you said. And on the other side, we've got Unstoppable, which seemed quite unstoppable in the last game against a team which were maybe my favorite personally with the Johnson Butt Buddies. Unstoppable just looked unstoppable against them. It was amazing to see them going up against.
Yeah, absolutely. As we do have a lobby up though, so we'll just cover off the map bans and just tell you how we got to our first map here. So we have Unstoppable, the team in red, banning out Volskaya and Ultrak Pass, and then Sloth Sanctuary banning out Towers of Doom and Dragonshire, and the pick was Battlefield of Eternity, picked by Unstoppable. So we have seen BOE a few times today, actually, already. And surprisingly, I haven't seen a game of Infernal Shrines. I don't know if anyone else has. But I haven't, and that's interesting because that's usually Lounge's most played match.
Remember the games of the second channel, and there were no Infernal Shrines.
Yeah, we just don't remember from the first games either. Stats corner, this just in? No, we're unsure. So, if anyone from chat knows if we had a Infernal Shrines matchup, please let us know because that is usually the most commonly map picked. So it's unusual that it hasn't been picked once. I think the Sloth Sanct banned the map though in the previous series the first semi-final that we casted. So we'll just have to find that out.
Stats corner, I'm 85% unsure what has happened in the last 8 hours.
Yeah, Stats Corner slightly lacking compared to the draw show. Anyway, we are just waiting for both teams to make sure that they're ready here as we'll come online for this grand final.
Just waiting for one team to be ready and then we're good to go. I mean, looking at Battlefield of Eternity, I don't expect Exul coming out, which was interestingly ignored in the last series.
You say that, Samu, but Sloth Sanctuary actually played Zul in the semi-final on this map. They played double support Zul main tank. So
I remember. I watched that one.
You watched it?
In the yeah, I'm talking about the last series we had.
Okay.
That's quite ignored.
I'll forgive you.
Also by Team Unstoppable, so interesting to see them. This game number 1 of this best of 5 series.
Yeah, on BOE between Unstoppable and Sloth Sanctuary. Now, what do you think we're going to get banned? Do you think both teams watched the other series? The issue, because that would be the tell, wouldn't it? Now to see what we get, and there we are. There's the Alarak ban. Not surprised whatsoever.
Just for everyone who did not get it yet, this both teams come from the group C, so they played each other once already in the playoffs, which was a 2-1 for Unstoppable. So it was a close game.
Yep.
Looking at the season.
So this is a betting contest live for everybody tuning in. Exclamation mark bet A to put your points on Sloth Sanctuary. Exclamation mark bet B to put your points on Unstoppable. Now, interestingly, in the regular season, Unstoppable and Sloth Sanctuary both finished 4th and 5th, respectively. So it's the battle of the fourth. It's the battle of the mid-table teams throughout the regular season that are now contesting the Epic Cup here.
Maybe in the middle of the pack in the normal season, but in the draw show viewer pool, we've got Sloth Sanctuary with an amazing 9.6% of all viewers thinking they will win, while we had Unstoppable with 3.8.
Yeah,
Looking at bans so far, we see Alarak and ETC from the team in blue, which is Sloth Sanctuary. On the other side, we see Unstoppable removing Garrett first, and now second ban is the Vala, which is quite interesting because it's the only ban against the race hero so far. We still have the Reyna with his Exterminator left open, which is amazing on Battlefield of Eternity.
It is time.
but there is the Zul pickup. Now, I like the Valor band though because this what they played earlier was like a hyper carry Valor with double support main tank Zul. So it shows that the Unstoppable were actually watching it, and there we are. There's a Li Ming open, so why not pick it?
It's also the possibility to pair it now with the Anna to get the Nana boost for her. Yes, there we go. The Ming Anna coming in. Second
Yeah.
pick from the side of Unstoppable. There's also Sloth Sanctuary. The double heal they used with Xul main tank was Anna Rega, as far as I believe.
Yes, yeah, it was correct. So it's also taking one of the supports away as well. And I think if they don't pick Rhaegar now, it'll be banned out as well in the next rotation. There's Falstad and Rhaegar.
Also is a very interesting pickup here from the side of Sloth Sanctuary because you usually don't go for them global heroes on Battlefield of Eternity. I mean, yes, they're still very strong, but you're not especially looking for them. Still fight Soga lane or Death Camp and then fly towards your team.
Yeah.
Make sure we've got everything.
I think maybe it's the guess as well to disengage, or maybe we'll see Hinterland. I have no idea. We've seen a few questionable ultimate, and we missed a ban.
Okay.
So Unstoppable not paying attention there to the ban.
Team might be writing in the chat what they wanted to ban, is possibly. We don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to find that one out for you afterwards. But what are we going to see this next ban? I wonder if we will still see double support coming out on the left side. But the only thing is, if we do have double support, then they're going to struggle with just a Falstad as like a sort of hyper carry. So perhaps we'll just see something like, as you said, you mentioned
Yeah.
Jimmy.
Could possibly put the Falstad into the soul and here have Xul as the main thing in the form and then pick up still the Jimmy for Sloth Sanctuary. Then they can go still double support, possibly.
That could happen, yeah.
I'm not sure about it because against Ming Anna, the double support is very good, but you don't want to have a too squishy lineup. As at least prefer to have some sort of protection coming in.
So Varian Cassia. So we're going to have potentially a taunt Varian with Li Ming, like one of the most old school combos there is, I think. Obviously, Varian gives us Ming the spell power as well, plus that nano boost on top of it, and with that taunt, just usually deletes a target.
So Varian is a very nice counter towards the double support combo because on level 1 he can pick up that gets more of his powered auto attacks, and on level 13 he can pick up that the powered auto attacks reduce the healing the target receives by 40%.
But we see Sylvanas and Blaze being picked up. Now, Sloth Sanctuary do like playing their Sylvanas. They've played it quite a few times of late. Particularly they played it earlier today to some success as well. They did use different talent build, but again, I reckon this might be a bloodlust. I mean, they've picked it so far. They've picked it twice out of 2 times that they've picked Rhaegar that I've seen anyway. But it's pandemonium if we have Chen being picked out here. Obviously, this is a good thing now. So the Falstad Gust could actually guess when the Chen wants to try and engage with his ultimate, or could this be a keg away game? Is this keg away? Just to isolate one target and then try and blow up.
I personally don't like the keg. Still, as
I mean, keg
Fire,
away
you
though.
can do so much in the team. Yes,
Yeah, but
you can keg them.
as Stats Corner would refer to it, the Boogie Wonderland ultimate may not get that much value here. It may just be gusted away. So, thank you for that, Stats Corner. So it could be. I reckon we could have a keg away. I'm hoping for a keg away. Okay, I want to see a keg. I want a keg running down my screen, chasing down the heroes on the left-hand side.
definitely possible, but on the other side we've got the Blaze, so the possible bunker coming in to save targets from the enemy. So with bunker you can
But
stop the Ming stuff, so
yeah,
try to close them up.
but if someone steps out of the bunker, you could keg them away. Look how much value Keg's already getting. Not we haven't even picked it yet. It's not even level 10, and Keg's already getting value.
Do you know this moment where I just want to end the discussion and leave the room?
No, we will see what they pick. Maybe they're listening and going, what the hell is that guy talking about? But maybe they're like, oh my god, this guy gets it. He knows our strat. It's more probably the former than the latter, but we'll soon find out at level 10 once we get into game number 1.
Level 10 will be a very good power spike for Unstoppable, as they will have the Nano Boost Ming combo. Also Cassia with the possible Valkyrie would be really a strong setup. But on the other side, we also see Blaze with the bunkers, Advanus with the Silence would be a very hard counter towards the Ming Ana combo. Rega, I guess it's Bloodlust again, even though the will be very amazing to pick up the ancestral healing to have a panic button. Then also with the Gust able to say no, we don't want to fight here. But anyways, we start on the left side. We've got Typhoon Hawk on the Blaze, Dendro on the Sylvanas, Tiny Owl on Rega, Minty on the Fasa, and last but not least, the Soul Liner. It's Paradox on the Xul.
And for the right side, for Unstoppable, we have Anna, played by Bibbo, Chen, played by Yukora, Varian, played by Enisferum, Li Ming, played by Suspect, and Cassia by Cenatum. Now, looking at level 1 talents, we do see Bribe coming out from the Falstad, so opting for Wingman.
When we go for Wingman, I think it's a little bit unlikely to see the Bloodlust, the combination.
I mean, they did Bloodlust with Gul'dan, so I think unlikely is out the window at this point. I think we still might see it here. So I'm also obviously opting for that Might of the Banshee Queen talent at level 1 here, and Anna going for the Slumber Darts.
One thing we see all day already on Xul is the Shekla on low, which I personally would prefer the Backlash in most teams.
For the Zul? Yeah,
Yes.
and I mean for Varian there, we've been seeing Lions more quite frequently today actually when we had a taunt Varian come out.
It's myself, but anyways, we've got on the top lane a gank coming as we see 5 people and the Chen. And that is not for watching under 18, please. Meantime, we've got the bottom camp is about to be taken by Unstoppable as they saw 4-man rotation towards the top lane. It's one of the beauties of having the Blaze as a main tank. He still has his wave clear. He's able to still soak the bottom lane even though the rest of his team rotates towards the other side of the map. And with this Sylvanas, we could see a push coming in from them, but no, they decide to go back towards the bottom lane and defend the bottom Catra camp.
Yeah. Absolutely. So good play here, but I do like that for the red team. So they realise that they're going to get ganked top, so they decide just to take that bottom lane, just to take that bottom camp, and try and secure some value while the solo laner was being mauled in the top lane. So what will happen later on in this game as we get level 4, once Varian sort of becomes a hero at level 4. He's not really a hero until then. But after level 4, we'll start to see just what will happen with that Anna, Li Ming, and Varian combo.
One interesting talent one is the Seraphim's hidden from Cassia, so she's going for even more basic attack damage against blinded targets.
Yeah, I'm not a big lover of that talent. I think it's probably one of the worst ones at level 1 over the charge strikes. I mean, the value you get from charge strikes and the continuation you can get from it is like it's so strong, I think, in comparison to this. And we do see full commitment from Anna for the sleep dart build. Obviously level 4 you can take debilitating dart. That's sort of seen some play recently, but yeah, typically you tend to go into E build here now.
Side of Xu, we see W build coming out of the Grim side on level 4, which increases Xu's basic attack damage by 15% and each enemy hit by Cursed Strike reduces its cooldown by 1 second up to 12. So he's able to permanently press his W.
Yeah, as you see, Sylvanas, Rhaegar, and Falstad just doing some cheeky plays there, just trying to get some damage on the front wall here, which they do successfully, but the camp is going to be cleared up by the red team. And they're just going to start racing. Obviously, the race.
Racing here. Don't have really any team with an enormous race coming in.
No, I was just thinking that actually. I was like, who's got the better race here? I think it's fairly even actually. Sylvanas obviously does quite a bit of damage to it, but I think the red team may slightly edge it.
I think so too. Obviously they jump onto Xul. Xul taking a lot of damage. There's the root coming out. There's also the bone armor, and he is able to make it out.
Yeah, and we see Li Ming with that Ether Walker just teleporting around, just trying to get that extra damage on her magic missiles. Didn't opt for Seeker at 4, did opt for Triumvirate. Not Seeker, Charge Blast rather. Triumvirate obviously got buffed recently. It's fairly meta nowadays, just because it obviously gives you that cooldown reset and the additional mana once it does land. Now we see, the interesting thing here is Varian goes in for the taunt onto Blaze here, just trying to zone them out. They don't want to let them poke for free here, as we see Cassia and Li Ming try to take down the Immortal for the red team. And they do secure the first Immortal of the game, as Anna lands a 2-man sleep there, just securing that Blaze and Rhaegar won't contest things.
Immortal going over to Unstoppable, but we also see Sloth Sanctuary currently with a little bit of an experience lead coming in already. With Fool having 4,300 experience and Chen only with 2,900. Chen got ganked once in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously they're taking both walls as well at present. So both the walls, or pretty much the walls have been taken down. But top lane now, what can they get done with this Immortal there? The Immortals are already being chunked here, as we see Varian going in for a stun, but Blaze counter it with a stun. Oh, Suspect falling extremely low on Li Ming and gets taken down. And Dentro, though, unfortunately gets taken down on the Sylvanas as well. The counter, so the sleep engage there, but Taunt coming out, the sleep dart as well, trying to peel. Azul falls in the bottom lane, 1v1 to Chen. Not sure if that's...
At some point, it looked like Chen is about to go down, but then he backed off, drank a little bit of his beer, went back in to secure the kill against him. Give them a little bit of experience back, but we still see half a level lead for the side of Sloth Sanctuary.
Yeah, obviously Chen with that elusive baller at 7, just to evade that the Zul basic attacks as well, probably having an impact in the skirmishes there. But we see the red team taking this camp. Falstad obviously being bot lane and showing in the lane means that they know that he's down here. Okay, we do see Boomerang at least from Falstad, so that's okay. They had a secret weapon Falstad yesterday, and I cried. But anyway, we see the red team posturing aggressively top lane now with this camp being pushed as well. Unfortunately, they see that two players being bot lane here. Falstad coming up, flying top lane. Varian posturing, looking for a taunt here. Blaze goes in, misses the stun though. Anna trying to run away here. There's a taunt blow up there onto Falstad, and Falstad's deleted.
Facing a lot of trouble there. 200 HP, and no, he still goes down, but Noxul comes in with the flank. We see Cassian, Li Ming very low. Ming goes down and on the run, but she cannot run fast enough. Rhaegar tries to go.
Bloodless value coming in here. Can they get the kill here? There's that extra chase. Oh, the Woofer goes in to bite, but unfortunately it's not enough. And Ensiferum lives on Varian with 150 health.
There's 2 kills now in the end for Sloth Sanctuary. They're able to go and start the race early on.
And also, it's Bloodlust, Samu. Okay, so I did tell you.
Bloodlust, you could even go use Bloodlust for the Immortal race. Fury.
Yeah, they used it for a boss on Tomb of the Spider Queen recently, so...
On the other side, we also see Storm of Fire from Chen. No keg.
No keg. No keg.
No keg fight.
They don't know. They don't know, okay? When they watch the VOD back, they'll be like, oh my god. Like 100 IQ. 100 IQ. 200 IQ. 200 IQ. Yeah, it probably has 100 IQ strat, though, to be fair. Anyway, you see the sleep coming out there onto the Zul. The contact grenade coming out as well by Anna. Chen goes in, trying to get the kill, and they secure the kill there. Anna, though, is deleted in the backline as Bunker comes out. Chen popped the ult. Gust from Minty trying to survive on 40 health there. Li Ming unfortunately gets taken down, looking for the reset there, but didn't quite get it. Blaze falling extremely. They're all really low. As Cassie the Ball of Lightning comes out, and that's going to be 2 kills to 2 kills.
And it's very, I don't know, as someone who plays some Ming myself, I don't know. Trample rate on level 4, you don't want to be in the middle of 500 people.
Oh, but the variant taunt there coming out. Bloodless being popped here. Can they get the kill? But Dentro unfortunately gets taken out. Bloodless not quite getting the value it needed there, but Chen going to get rooted by Zul, trying to pop his drink there. Trying to stay alive as Anna comes in, enough to heal him, gets to sleep onto Paradox as well. They're chasing down Paradox on his Zul here. Rhaegar doesn't have a heal available, and that's going to be Zul taken down.
100 IQ casting. Anyway,
I mean,
one thing I personally don't like seeing Mings with Trample rate do is when they are in the team fight getting nano boost standing in the middle of 5 people because they still take damage, and without dominance they do not get the heal. They're not getting any value out of Trample rate on level 4.
yeah, but it's the debate factor, right? It's like you see a target, fairly low health, and you're like, I got this, Calamity, ping, 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 and then you don't get the reset, and you just die, and you feel a little bit stupid. It happens to all of us that plays Ming. It does happen, unfortunately, but and unfortunately it happened there. But they'll, I do see what you're saying with the triumvirate. They want to stay back, poke, 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 and only go in when they can secure the kill. But it's that moment where you just think, this is my 1v9 moment. This is the clip. This is what's going to make it happen. And then, unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way.
Then you die because you don't have dominance and they're just low health.
Or you die because you just don't even get the reset. So it's fine. But we see this Immortal marching through bot lane here, already taking the fort, and now they're taking the keep wall. They don't want to overstay here too much though, because, I mean, whilst it's not really feeling healthy, yeah, we see the red team slowly backing off here. Good call by the red team.
13 against 13, 9 to 6 kills in favor of Unstoppable, and the first keep of the game took some damage. So on this side of Unstoppable, we still see both forts standing, even though they lost very early on the front walls, due to a very good split pushing combo on the side of Sloth Sanctuary.
Uh-oh. Meanwhile, top lane, Chen, does he know? Don't think the Chen knows. Chen doesn't know. Oh, trying to jump away here. Does pop a elusive brawler as well, trying to stay alive. May have to use his ultimate if he wants to try and stay alive here, but it's not enough. And unfortunately, it goes down as Bloodless is popped as well. Li Ming and Nano Boost going in there, trying to get the kill on Tiny Owl. Does jump in again. Oh! But the Bloodless keeping Tiny Owl alive there with a basic attack.
That's what we just talked about.
Rhaegar with the bite there, the woofer showing dominance, asserting dominance because Li Ming doesn't have it. No? Nobody? Okay, anyway.
Okay. Well,
I thought it was good. I liked it. Definitely was. And now we see the blue team diving past this fort though. Need to be careful here as the minion wave is slowly dying. They do drop the slowing totem just to tank a few shots, and obviously Sylvanas trait being active as well. Oh, but meanwhile the red team coming in extremely deep here as Dentro goes in deep, but does secure the kill onto Anna here. And Zul, meanwhile, falls line. Meanwhile, suspect on that Li Ming trying to jump in onto Dentro. Dentro doesn't have his E available now as he goes in, but is Cassia, and Cassia falls. These fights, we are going to see a big boy gust in a moment. Chen pops the ultimate, but doesn't get the gust interrupt, and that's going to be Falstad falling down here. Meanwhile, Rhaegar's running. Doo-doo. 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 Torn comes out, leaving damage on top of it. Can they get the kill here? They might choose to get the kill on Typhoon Hawk instead of the Rhaegar, as Typhoon Hawk comes in trying to save the Rhaegar, but unfortunately falls down as well. What a fiesta of kills. It's like when one fight starts, it doesn't seem to end for like a good 2-3 minutes because the team spawns and then re-engages.
Apparently, that's how we play it.
Yeah, but unfortunately, these deaths force our Sanctuary at the wrong times because just as the Immortals keep spawning, and the red team are just securing a free halftime show again here for Unstoppable.
First half, going over towards Unstoppable here. We've got both teams getting very close to level 16 already. Sloth Sanctuary a little bit behind now in experience.
So we do see a DC happening here, so it's up to the players to pause it, obviously, not the casters or the referee.
They keep on going with the raise, Mingbot.
The Mingbot doing work here, attacking the Immortal. They may get the kill here as Paradox goes in. We can see the taunt coming out. We're Silence wailing arrow here. Anna with the active reload though, trying to keep him alive as Li Ming does reconnect here. Gets the nano boost coming out here. Chen, meanwhile, doesn't have his ultimate for 27 seconds. Used to try and live here, but can't. But one more reset here, and Li Ming may pop off and does get the kill. Does get the kill onto reset onto Rhaegar as well. But Li Ming falls down, obviously not having that self-healing.
3-4-2 now in favor of top seconds, make it a 3-4-3. Oh no. Okay, no, it's a 4-4-3 in favor of Unstoppable now in the end.
Yeah,
Very
shout out
messy team
honestly now.
fights.
The Anna player here, keeping her team alive there with that. The Anna player here, keeping it alive, the team alive with that active reload coming through, hitting all 3 shots on the Li Ming. And we don't even know if Li Ming was a bot or a player in that moment in time either. And then the nano boost comes out. That Li Ming jumping on top was brilliant play there. And now it's a full shielded immortal going onto a keep wall with only 1 tower as well. This should be keep, right? But the 3 players are quite far away though, so obviously Sloth Sanctuary is spawning and they're going to be a lot closer to get here.
From the side of Ming, we see now level 6 in Diamond Skin coming, making up for the missing sustain.
I mean,
We've got the Immortal now hitting the core. There's the taunt coming in onto Xu, but he's getting cleansed, taking a lot of damage. Able to tap just the W coming out from him, but it's not up as he goes down. Make it 2 as Blaze falls, and this looks like Unstoppable is going to win the team fight and possibly even the game.
yeah, it looks like they want to end here. I mean, they've got Gus has been used. Bloodlust is still available though, so we're going to see a last ditch attempt here. Tiny Owl getting ready. Bloodlust comes out as they try to jump in onto that Li Ming, but Li Ming goes in with that diamond skin, staying alive here. Gets that diamond skin reset again onto Sylvanas, and that's going to be GG. All 5 members falling for Sloth Sanctuary. That's going to be GG going over to Unstoppable in game number 1 of this best of 5.
Game number 1 going over to Unstoppable.
So a few things to take from game 1 there. 1, no keg. Disappointing to see.
It won them the game. You know, it won them the game to not pick Keck there. I don't want to point this out at this moment.
I know, but keg away could have been would have been the plays, the top keg plays. It's unlucky. Maybe next game we'll see keg. I just want a keg, Samuel. I just want a keg. What's wrong with a keg? I've been isolating. I can't go to the. Anyway, game number 2. What will we see here between Sloth Sanctuary? Do you think we'll get first pick from them, or do you think we'll take them to a map pick of their comfort?
I personally thinking it makes more sense to go for the map. Looking at having a short look on the stats this game, we see a lot of damage coming out from Ming and Sylvanas mainly. But then we also see all 5 members of the red team and then the 4 members of the blue team. Kind of happened this game. It was Xul banking on the W build to stay in, have this massive amount of sustain with level 7, get the attack speed on 30, just rip him through it with Bloodlust as well. But he just was locked down in this moment, was taunted and just blown up from the team in red. People really played the combo very well with the anti-healing grenade, taunt, and everything.
Yeah, they executed their combo extremely well. I think it's difficult. I think if you have Bloodlust and a Gust, because the Bloodlust is your sort of, you want to engage with the Bloodlust, don't you? But then if they're running back at you, then you kind of want to press your Gust, but it negates the whole concept of Bloodlust. So I think there's a bit of counter synergy with the 2 ultimates there as well. Sometimes I think you could see it, right, where they want to Gust away, but at the same time, if you've got Bloodlust active, then it's just a little bit. I don't know. Perhaps it's a bit tricky, Sammy.
It is definitely tricky a little bit. Maybe even a little bit much. Anyways.
Yeah, but we do see Sloth Sanctuary opting for first pick, so map choice will be the choice of Unstoppable. Now, looking at what they've favoured throughout the regular season, obviously throughout Division 4 this is, we saw them they've picked BOE 5 times, which we just saw them, and they do have an 87% win rate on that map, so clearly they executed their comp extremely well on what they wanted to pick up here. But other than that, they've picked Towers of Doom 5 times, Dragonshire 6 times, but we did see, I believe, Towers of Doom was the ban, and so was Dragonshire. So those two maps are not coming in. So I wonder whether we'll go. They don't seem to play many other maps that often. Tomb of the Spider Queen's been picked 3 times, but we know Sloth Sanctuary like to favour it as well. So be interesting to see which maps we go to.
Could we just see an Infernal Shrines game? I just want the normal game again today.
Yeah, it's been
Only
picked
Infernal
against them
Shrines.
It's been picked against them 3 times, but they do have a 2 out of 3 win rate with 66%. So maybe, Sammy, this will be your
And in
Infernal
general,
Shrines
if
game.
we take a look on it, the side of Sloth Sanctuary, we do not see a single game on Infernal Shrines. So they did not even play it because they banned it that often.
Yeah, but you can see Tiny L's stat. It's Infernal Shrines. We are going there. We are going to the normal map, as you call it. Yeah, this is obviously the most picked map across every single division across the whole of Lounge, season on season on season, and we were extremely surprised that we hadn't actually seen it in today's Epic Cup. I can't even recall seeing it in yesterday's Cup either.
I think we saw it though. I think we saw it.
Okay.
At least I would be very surprised to not see it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Infernal Shrines, obviously, different map. You do get team fights, but macro can come into it for a little bit as well. It's not a macro. It's not an extremely macro heavy map. But what do you think we'll see? Do you think we'll see any bans any specific bans coming out? Obviously, Li Ming isn't usually favourable on this map unless you're a sort of god tier player with her, because obviously the Shrine Guardians block your abilities as well.
Think we might see Exorban coming out due to his amazing amount of wave clear and clear on the shrine itself. Definitely a possibility. Else, I would. And you usually see on Infernal Shrines a lot of Kerrigan, Sonya, also Hanzo with his Cubal shines here. So we could see something of this removed or even picked early on. Also, I think Sloth Sanctuary might try to go again for the Bloodless combo.
Yeah, I mean they favoured it so far, right? So we'll just
They
have to
really
see.
like it, yeah. Infernal
Yeah.
Shrines being a little bit of a bigger map and also a map which doesn't do too much damage in the early game. You could also see them trying to go for the Truth Pirates again. They did earlier today already.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god, I
First
really don't
series
want to
of
see
the day.
that. I really don't want to see Induced Pirates. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. So we're just making sure both teams are ready here. So we'll soon find out if we're about to go into game number 2. So not quite, it seems. So looking at picks throughout the season, the slots actually do favour Sonya quite a lot as well. And obviously this is a spin to win map on the shrines. You can tend to leave the Sonya. They play a lot of sort of like Sonya, and so does the other team as well. So does Unstoppable. So Sonya could be a contested offlaner pick.
One pick we see also a lot from the side of Unstoppable was the Thrall. They also showed it also earlier in the series against the Jonathan's Bud Buddies. Or the Kelphos, they also have some games in Kelphos and have a lot of bans against them with this
Yeah, it's been
Kelphos.
banned 10 times across them in the regular season. And Oriole has been banned 9 times, but that could have been perhaps when Oriole was sort of somewhat meta for a few weeks, a few short-lived weeks. She was, we were all filled with hope that she'd continue to be meta, but she got nerfed again and has slowly fallen out of meta again. So we are jumping into game number 2 in this best of 5 grand final of the Epic Cup between Sloth Sanctuary and Unstoppable.
Infernal Shrines, finally we get it, and as always, a contest is running exclamation mark, bet A in the number of points you want to bet on Sloth Sanctuary if you think they will already making a comeback. Or exclamation mark bet B if you think Unstoppable is going to win this map number 2. And Sloth Sanctuary has to look for a reverse sweep to make their chance in the final.
There's that Kalthas ban that we were just talking about. So clearly teams doing their homework, or Star Sanctuary definitely doing their homework on their opponents here, banning out the Kalthas. They do have a 70% win rate, so 7 out of played 7 times and 71% win rate. Do you think we'll see the Zul ban coming out, or will they let it through again? Were they concerned by the Zul, or do they just not fear it?
But one thing maybe interesting to mention is in the last game, Deathwing was just completely ignored.
Yeah, it's been ignored mostly all day from what I've casted anyway. Definitely from Sloth Sanctuary's point of view, they haven't picked it, they haven't cared about it, it's not been banned.
I think they picked it in game number 1 today, though.
Alright. Maybe they'll rethink about picking it today, but so far I haven't seen a Deathwing ban in the last 2 matches either, or picks. Which is quite interesting because you usually still see him banned or first picked in some levels of play.
Now with the Aurak being removed by Sloth Sanctuary, as we saw him coming out already from the side of Unstoppable against the Bud Buddies. They made a very strong showing with him there.
With the Johanna ban. So the team on the right opting to ban out 2 of the tanks. We did see them ban out Garrosh as well in the first map of this series. But we see a Greymane first pickup there by Sloth Sanctuary.
I really like the Greymane. I mean, Greymane is a very strong ranged assassin in his terms, of course. Still think there are better heroes up right now. Let's see what Unstoppable is going to answer. I mean, there are 2 tanks banned already from their side, so you usually want to pick up your tank, your Garrosh or so, if you want to go for him. So you can't have the opponents picking their tank and also banning one. No, they decide to go for Lyric Jaina. So having the Entomb on the Lyric and also the amazing amount of wave clear he provides. And Shrine Clear, and you also see it paired with the Jaina, which has some nice AoE damage for the Entomb, some good burst. Also very good with some flanks possibly on the Shrine.
Yeah, usually, a bit risky to take your offlaner so early, but they want to put a high priority here on the Leoric, who does have that wave clear. I was just about to say, I reckon we're going to see a Sonya, and they have picked Tyrael. I wonder.
Yes, Trumbrand is correct. Sloth Sanctuary pirated against Deathwing. Deathwing was on the side of Total Team that game.
But will this be... Is this attempt of a JP comp, a Juice Pirates composition? I just want to see a Morales ban, just for the sake of it, and they ban out Rhaegar, so...
Also see the Rhaegar. I mean, if you go for the last picks, Morales and Rhaegar, you also have a very strong team combo with Sonya Greymane on a fort in the Sanct with Bloodlust would also be amazing.
I know, I just don't want to see a Juice Pirates comp.
But Bloodlust Simdrone! That's the way we want to see it.
Yeah, they're banning out the Gust as well. This is going to be a Juice Pirates, and the team hasn't picked up on it yet, which is a little bit frustrating. I mean, it's the cheesy of cheese comps, right? But yeah, we'll see if...
In theory, you can also ban out the false up because he has the global pressure. You can soak the other side of the lane, defend the camp, and then join for the objective fights. We'll see if this will be the case.
Stukov Maev, so they've got a great team fighting composition here, especially on that shrine. But I think Sloth Sanctuary say you can have the shrines and we'll take the keeps, potentially.
Sonya and Greymane, I just feel they're too amazing for the Juice Pirates.
I agree. It's not usually what you'd pick with it, and you usually want something like,
There we go! I got being removed from Tyndall, and Tyndall is like, you know what? If I don't get my Rhaegar, I'm just gonna pirate you. Morales Airlines coming back in.
They did it. They picked it. Okay, they picked it. Maybe we'll get a mid... I don't know. Anyway, we'll get an Arthas pickup here as well. Maybe they still don't know. Maybe the other team still doesn't realize what Juice Pirates is. They're like, what is this comp? We're just gonna run them down. Like, I'll send Dragosa the Morales and he can't move. Maev, you go in, kill him. But yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. They have played Juice Pirates once already this season, but it's just so monk Christ that they play it. But
So
whatever.
I saw them playing Choose Pirates before, and they played it really well on Curve
I
Toggle.
mean, can you say someone plays Juice Pirates really well? I mean,
Uh,
is that a
not like
thing?
they played
Press
it.
R, go to the
They
keep, kill the keep, win game.
not.
I mean,
No, it's not about being R going to the keep and winning the game. It's about how they played it. Like they immediately went for a forward backdoor at the start of the game. Put this forward down, and they played very patient until they hit level 10 because they had even a 1 level lead at level 10. And they went in for the keep, got the keep. With the first one, they got it down to 30%, and then the opponents tried to base raise them.
yeah, I think
It's
I'm not
so
sure.
cheesy. You have to root for this card.
I'm not sure.
On the other side, on the other side, we've got the Stukov with the silence, the Maiev with the cage plus tons of AoE damage,
Yeah, but they
Jaina
can
with
just.
the
Yeah, maybe they try and set it up right. As long as as long as they get the notification and they're quick to respond with that medivac, to the medivac, then perhaps they can do it. But we'll jump into game number 2 here, where we do seem to have a Juice Pirates card. Anyway, Sloth Sanct in the left-hand side, we have Lieutenant Morales played by Taniel, Reyna played by Pitta, Tyrael by Typhoon Hawk, Greymane by Dentro, and Sonya by Paradox.
and to the right side, we've got Unstoppable as they go up against the Choose Pirate com. They've got Bibo on Stukov, Yukora on Lyric, and Ciferum on the Arthas, Sinatom on Jaina, and last but not least, a little bit suspicious, it is Suspect on the Maiev. We already see a very focused Sloth Sanctuary opting towards the top lane, looking to maybe backdoor the fort there. They already
Yeah. Oh, Leo scouting it out. Dentro already popping his W there. Extremely premature. And we see the blue team immediately coming in here straight away, not wanting to this. And Morales gets blown up straight away. Reyna gets taken down. They say Juice Pirates. Well, we got the team fighting abilities here. As Dentro is going to fall down on his Greymane as well.
Choose Pirates, more like Dead Pirates. Some was able to secure 3 kills
Yeah.
early on here.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean, the first one, where the curse was applied and they're all dead. Or undead. No, it's undead, isn't it? I don't know.
Well,
It's been a long time since I saw the first one. Anyway, what we talk about here is the Storm, not my choice in films. If you look at talent training, and obviously not surprising here, we do see Exterminator, we see increased attack range by Morales, so no grenades, Justice for All by Tyrael, Wolf Heart by Greymane, and Furious Blow from Sonya. Obviously, they're not really wanting to team fight, they want to just soak their lanes, and then run it down into forts and a keep.
looking at level 1 terms, we see the Furious Blow coming in from Sonya, so she's immediately going for a lot more. They're going for the exterminator to have the immediate merc damage and monster damage against the objective and on the objective. Interestingly enough, we see Bonds of Justice, so she's going for the class, trying to go for the blow-ups, rather than a bit more protect damage.
Yeah, absolutely. When that's like, if you can stack that late game, Maiev absolutely wreaks havoc with that. And the damage output he can do feels insane.
And with the level 16 level.
We see bot lane there. We do see the red team taking this camp. It's going to be scouted up by Sonya, but Sonya can't really do anything to it at the moment. So good heads-up play there by Unstoppable.
The adjustment I really like on the side of Sloth Sanctuary is that they decided to put Greymane on the top lane against Yukari. Lyric has a very hard time closing gap towards Greymane. He has to use his E, but then he doesn't has it. It's disengaged, so Greymane is able to mainly poke him from the long range. Now with him being pulled out and in the force of porting back, Greymane is able to deal already a lot of damage onto the first tower.
Yeah, and obviously at this level, experience matters so much, because obviously at level 10, this is where the comp really comes online. You can probably see them here forsaking, the shrine is bot lane. I reckon they'll forsake the shrine, ignore it, and just try and push top as well.
They could do it, but on the other side, they're also currently looking for the Bruiser Camp, so they could also just send the Bruiser, try to force the fight around the shrine, and have the Bruiser Camp getting some value in the top lane in the meantime.
And the red team sort of know this, right? They're sort of hovering around, they're posturing, they're not really sure where to go. They want to just sort of like mirror. But the thing is, they could leave Sonya on the shrine, perhaps, but Leo is immediately scouting this out, and yeah, they realize now.
They got Jaina and Maiev taking Bruiser Camp off the right side from Unstoppable. They want to work really hard against them losing the top 4.
Yeah, as you see Sonya going in here, but Arthur just running them down at the moment. He's taking quite a bit of poke here from the Greymane. But they clear out this camp. And the blue team, it's back over to you. What do you choose to do now?
Now we've got the Bruiser Camp from Unstoppable running down the top lane. Main objective for the blue team is to take down the forward.
Balls, Maiev goes in for a bit more tether here. Arthur's coming in as well. The silence from Sukov on top of it. Can they do much more? Leoric is a little bit late to the party. Arthur's taking a lot of damage here. But Arthas is able to live.
One going to fall here. Now we see again the 5-man rotation from the side of Sloth Sanctuary towards the top lane. Looking to first take down the Bruiser Camp and then looking for forward.
Yeah, obviously they really want to get this siege damage in, but the red team just responding kind of well here. You probably want to just leave like Leo on the shrine, I think, and then the rest of the team go up and defend. And that's maybe what they're going to do here. Mayev's currently the one defending it, but is look at top lane now, and it's just being chunked down by the blue team. Morales healing coming out here on Typhoon Hawk Paradox, and Paradox is going to, yeah, they're going to die to try and secure this fort now. The silence coming out, material damage on top of it. So they really want to secure this fort, because obviously as soon as level... Oh, they hit the fort!
99! Minions and auto attack. Maiev meanwhile taking the
99.
Punisher, which will be a frozen one.
99 health left on that fort.
A German song, 99 air balloons. Something about it. Random bots with Zamo. Here we go. But anyways, we've got now the Punisher in the bottom, easily taking down the front wall as no one is contesting it. And as it is a frozen Punisher, he's looking to disable the fort now, and then they might be looking for even more. The jump was very well baited. Sonya now in the top want to secure the fort.
Yeah, Sonya's going to get that fort down, right? Like, that fort's gone. And then as soon as level 10 comes online, we'll see the strategy of the composition here. But yeah, that fort's a goner. I mean, you need to hit it though, Sonya. The minions aren't going to get it for you. Okay. Don't want to get it just yet. So we see the blue team currently a level behind, but obviously they're not really interested in team fighting. But they may be surprising us, okay? Maybe this is all a bait, and then at level 10 they're going to go Stim Drone with Reyna or Sonya and Sanctification and just run it down that way. But there's the fort done, so I don't think so. Oh, Entomb coming in here.
I'm about to die for it though. Tomb plus 2 cup silence, that's level 20 on level 10. Straight for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Syndra Ghosts are being popped out here, actually, just to make sure that they secure this fort. So, I like the aggression here from the blue team, but now, from the red team, what is the blue team going to do here? Level 10 comes in, it's Hyperion, it's Wrath, it's Medivac, it's Go for the Throat, and it's Sanctification.
Sure.
So, maybe they'll use Medivac to rotate faster through lanes, Kappa?
Possibly, now they look at the rotation towards the top.
Yeah, here we go, there's the Medivac, and the red team needs to start hearthing now. You start hearthing. Hearth, all of you. Get back there. Okay, so usually, you don't want to burn too much on this, you just want to sort of like secure the keep, and then you want to try and get some damage in on the core here. But this big boy cage, oh, and the Entomb with the silence on top of it. And they may even defend the keep here now, as Hyperion's being used as well. Tyrael Explosion as well will be enough to keep it now. Now, they just want to get some core damage if they can. Tyrael getting a major reduction. Tyrael's going to be alive in 10 seconds with that trait. And there we go, the keep's gone. So now you can just do that. Now you just do that on cooldown, and you just attack the core. And obviously the core doesn't regenerate, there's no Abathit, it's not Ultrac Pass. And, yeah. I mean, the red team should have known. I mean, if you pick a Tyrael, it's even because they've played it once, right? I think that's the bait. If they pick a Tyrael and they've played it, even if you just think it's a waste of a BAM, just get rid of the Medivac. It just stops the whole cheese comp. And they can't do it, and they have to play with the Tyrael.
thing right now is with Soft Sanctuary, if they hover on the top lane, they could also just go for the objective. I'm very lucky with the objective spawn being in the top.
Yeah,
If
they
they
really
just
are,
go
actually.
around the objective, the opponents have to decide if they want to fight for the objective or be afraid of having the backdoor attempt. But also on the other side, if Unstoppable is able to kill them.
You just see them all like hovering here.
Oh no!
Leoric's looking for them. Leoric's like,
Gonna
where are
go.
they? Where are they? Dude.
I know where this is gonna go.
Dude.
Oh,
Oh,
you have
Leoric
to
saw
wait.
them.
He saw them. He saw them. No, no, they're just going for the siege.
I mean, they're all hovering around the core as well.
Meanwhile, Arf is like, you know what? I don't mind you guys. I just go and pick up the shrine, because with this shrine, Unstoppable is maybe even able to get out, take out the keep, and maybe even go for core if they want to.
Yeah, I mean, actually, if
slow amount with the slow amount and low amount of shrine minions cleared by Unstoppable, so Sanctuary, no, there could only be one because the rest is afraid of this vector attempt.
just quite funny, if the blue team win this Immortal, perhaps they can just try and core with it anyway.
The thing, like,
They could probably just try and core with it anyway. Wait, they're backing. Why are they backing? What are you doing? It's like, hello, red team. You can see all of them there.
now you use it. Now you
Oh,
use it.
Entomb onto the Medivac though. Onto the Morales. The silence interrupting, and it goes down the Morales. Ring of Frost coming out here. The Ring of Frost whiffs. A Sonny just goes ham on the shrine here. They want to just secure the shrine, and they do get the shrine. Now, Typhoon and Paradox are just going to run towards the core, aren't they?
I love it. I just love it. I'm not gonna lie. I love it. We've got the camp pushing in for this wall.
What is this?
Standing.
What is this game? I just don't understand.
I hope someone clipped that one because it's amazing. The Punisher looking for the top wall.
The red team just seems so scared of being backdoored, right? They're just like, they're going to play from their core the whole game.
I love it! They're so scared of the backdoor that they don't want to go for the shrine, but in the meantime, Sloth like, you know what? If you don't go for shrine, we do it. We don't have the backdoor now. Sadly, the lucky for Unstoppable, they got the Entomb and Silence onto Morales, because if someone else is there, I can bet for you that the rest is just going to
here we go. Here we go. We got a number 2.
Backdoor. Here we go. Airline Morales is coming in. Here we go. 5 men on the core.
Sanctification. Sanctification. There we go. Sanctification coming out here. They just want to aim at the core. As much damage as you can. Oh, the swipe from Stukov though. Is it a lot? They get cores down to 70%, 60%, and it's probably going to get down. Yeah, material some damage on top of it. 48%. Now, red team, you need to make something happen here. Otherwise, they can just do this on cooldown. So do you just rush mid?
The problem I see right now for Sloth Sanctuary,
You have Syndra set available.
Too long in the sanctification. If they fall back, or if they split up already 1 second before sanctification stops, they're not all getting hit by Maya plus Stukov. Right now, we've got the push in the mid lane from Unstoppable. They try to go for the core. They're about to take down the keep.
Oh my god, if they wipe here and lose, I'm going to be so mad. The blue team doesn't care though. The blue team's like, fine, you base race us, we'll base race you back. I think this is a bit of a mistake. They don't have the ultimates available. I mean, it's taken so long to even get there, the core's going to be over. The red team saying GG. Oh my god.
I'm just out of words.
Hell was
The only cause is that we have nothing to say about it.
Anyway, stats-wise, 19 kills to nothing. Unfortunately, the red team clearly dominated team fights there. Blue team not quite capitalizing in the fights.
You know this moment where you're just sitting in front of your PC and you're like, I need a chocolate right now. I just have this moment right now.
Anyway, it was an interesting game. Sloth actually opting for first pick this time round. Maybe... I'm at a loss.
Yes, it's the 2-0 for the side of Unstoppable. This And everyone who bet on Unstopable probably got some nice points in there. But did even someone vote for them? We've got Tetsu voting for Unstopable. And the rest, everyone bet on Sloth Sanctuary, so congrats, Mr. Tetsu. You just got 2,000 points or something along those lines. Great betting you did there.
Yeah. I don't know. Still like, I'm not usually
Done.
speechless, but that game was kind of, yeah.
I'm done. So we have peaked, guys. We have peaked. Anyway.
Yeah, so we're just waiting for a map pick from Unstoppable. So we're just hoping to see them.
Which maps are left open, by the way?
Yeah, as we quickly want to catch over to the map screen, and we can clearly see then where we're at and how we got to Infernal Shrines. And Sammy, I just want to point out, you said you wanted a normal game on a normal map. Well, we had a normal map. But
I'm
not a normal game.
disappointed.
So we had Unstoppable banning out Volskaya and Ultrak Pass and taking us to BOE. Sloth Sanctuary banning out Towers of Doom and Dragonshire, and then Unstoppable took us to Shrines, which is the last game, where we did have an attempt at a Juice Pirates kind of composition. Now, some may say it wasn't executed to the finest degree. Maybe safe to say that, but Unstoppable kind of countered it quite well. To be fair, they immediately engaged upon it. The Stukov Silence, the Mayev Cage on top of it, the Entombs, and then having the Syndragosa to counter engage the structures was actually a really good idea.
When I would talk in memes, I would say my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
So now we're going to Cursed Hollow, picked by Unstoppable. So this could be a 3-0 grand final.
It could also be another attempt for the Juice Pirates.
I think if they pick Tyrael, Morales gets banned.
If they pick
Maybe they first pick
which
Morales,
is good
though.
for this, will get banned. Like I just see them now picking up Morales Tyrael as the two, or at least one of them as the first pick. Maybe leaving it up for the last pick and try and get early on free heroes, which are not main tank or heal, which are good at it but not perfect. Like you usually want to have the tennis with the blind to interrupt the backport. You want the Reyna for the damage plus Aperion, and Greyman is amazing. The Cebu for stuffy spawn, same goes for Sigara. Sarah with the shield to tank it a little bit. All that stuff is amazing, but you don't want to show it early on because otherwise then the opponent will just ban it out and you will not be able to do it.
Yep. So we're just waiting on both teams to be ready here, making sure everyone's in the lobby, sorting out the teams, etc. Big shout, while everyone's here, big shout out to Karis for running production all day as well. He did cast the first 2 matches of the day, or the first match of the day, and then has just been running production for us all in the background as well. So thank you, Karis. Meanwhile, while we've got everyone here tuning in, this is the grand final of the Epic Cup. If you like what you see and you're new to Heroes Lounge, !sign up will take you to season 12 Heroes Lounge signups, and also !Discord will take you to the Discord link as well, where you can see all the communities and things like that. So make sure, if you're not a part of Heroes Lounge, get involved. It's a great community, and you get to witness games like we just saw in game number 2.
Seems like one team is ready, but we just need a ready from the second team. Then we're good to go into game number 3 and the possible last.
Yeah, Sloth Sanctuary need to make something happen here, otherwise this could be their last game. Both teams are ready, so we'll be heading into the draft. Cursed Hollow, game number 3. So what do you think we'll see here? Do you think we'll get a Tyrael ban?
Not sure. I mean, it is definitely possible. And what we've got here now, we've got first of all the Li Ming ban from the side of Sloth Sanctuary. Let's see. But anyways, we've got to the left side, we've got Sloth Sanctuary in blue, exclamation mark, bet A. If you think they will able to start the reverse sweep, the possible reverse sweep in this map number 3 Cursed Hollow, AI exclamation mark, bet B. I think Unstoppable looked impressive so far, and they will keep on going and will make this a clean 3-0 exclamation mark, bet B in the number of points he wants to bet on Unstoppable.
Yeah, so we see some meta bans coming out here. Li Ming being banned out. Obviously, Li Ming was
Hard!
impactful.
Haka gets removed.
Okay, just scared the shit out of me, honestly. I thought something had happened then. I thought, like, right, okay. Anyway, we see Anna. We see Anna and Ming being removed, and Tahaka being removed on the other side.
The Haka! Oh, we've got Diablo as an next band from Unstoppable.
Okay. And we see Diablo being banned out as well. Obviously, Diablo did actually get some love recently in one of the patches. Still not sure if it's enough to make him meta again. Some teams do like running him, and obviously if you've got a proficient Diablo player, then it can be scary to face into, especially on Cursed Hollow, because it tends to be one of those maps.
One thing on Diablo really is, if you're good on him, he's still a very strong hero. He's very dominating against the opponent teams. But talking about dominating, it's ETC coming out from side of Sloth Sanctuary as the first, because he's a tank who is very strong in terms of peeling. He can also do a lot of work in this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And obviously we do see ETC, so a normal pickup so far. Wait.
Tiro Grayman now from Unstoppable. Is this the point when Unstoppable is like, you know what? You showed us Juice Pirates. We're gonna teach you how to play it really.
I hope to God not, and I hope they're just picking it just to be like, we don't even want to face this again.
Maybe they want Sloth Sanctuary to ban Morales. Force them towards a ban in a certain direction. Possibly. But we've got Vala Oral coming in now.
Okay, so we have a normal team fighting comp on the left hand side. If I I just don't want to see another Juice Pirates. Anyway, well, oh god, I just want Sloth Sanctuary. Just ban out Morales. Go on, do it, please, please. Just so whether we still see a Rhaegar ban out here, because they have played Rhaegar with it, but no, they ban out the Kel'Thas here. So not banning out Gust either. So if they are going for a Juice Pirates, you'd normally want to ban the Gust, because Gust can counter it. We also got countered once by a Medivh 5-man leyline dust when we landed with a Medivac, and yeah, it's kind of yikes.
So one thing a lot of people don't think about is the Zeratul with the Void Prison on the core or the Force, so they are not able to take it down. Or on top of the Sank, so the Sank goes down.
No.
Got the Savannah spam, which could also be very useful if you go for the Juice Fire, but now we've got Unstoppable with 2 more picks.
If they go like, so a lot of people don't think it, but if you go like Asmodan as well, because the ultimate you get at level 10 does so much damage to the structures that can work.
A lot of options for the Juice Pirates still left open.
You kind of want Reyna. Do you want like Reyna and Morales?
Have to pick the Morales. That's the first one. There's Hay. God. This is going to be Juice Pirates. I'm gonna call it now, and I want Sloth Sanctuary to react to it and picking up Morales now themselves. Something along the lines of Exul or so they have a very strong Ala hyper carry combo, possibly.
Do they just pick the Morales now to?
I would love to see it. Like, we don't afraid of it. There they go!
Oh, thank God for that. Thank the Lord for that.
Now we see the counter Juice Pirates from Sloth Sanctuary.
Okay. We're good. Wait, will they choose Pirates in return now though, without material? No.
I don't know.
No, they can't. They have Malthael and Vala for siege damage. No, they can't. Okay, good. Good, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We have a normal comp, somewhat, and we have a fight. I don't even know. Okay, draft wise, yeah. Right.
Actually, I want to bet on Sloth Sanctuary right now, just due to the deny of Juice Pirates. I mean, they've got Aura Morales. With a hard time just doing Vala Aura Morales on one lane, having ETC soak mid lane and Malfoy on the other one. I think the
I
original
did.
plan is to pick up the Sarah instead of Morales here.
I didn't
But I
think it was
think
appropriate
this
to drink
works.
during the grand final, but honestly, these last two games, they kind of make me. They turn me to drink. I swear. I'm out of tea as well, which is how to cope during this. No,
Oh,
it
yeah,
can't. It
progress.
can't be. It can't be a Medivac game, can it? Here, it just can't. Like, there's no
Inside of
option.
Vala, you have a perfect target for the Stim Drone in theory.
Yeah, exactly. So they
If
just
you
run it
want
down,
to
right?
meme it, you can even go auto attack build on Vala, but on the other side, you've got Tennis with the Brown, which is just amazing against an auto attack build.
But yeah, this is fine. Question mark. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We have a game anyway, and we will see how the game rolls out.
I thought this is a grand final.
It is.
But anyways,
Hey. Actually, last season or the season before, a team tried running this against the Potatoes won it. Anyway, but the best one. No rundown, Dentro. No rundown. Anyway, left-hand side, for Sloth Sanctuary, hoping to win a game and take us to and further map. We have Valor played by Dentro, ETC by Typhoon Hawk, Oriel by Pitta, Malthael by Paradox, and Lieutenant Morales by Towniel.
And to the right side, we've got Unstoppable, trying to close out the series in this game number 3. We've got Bibo on Malfur, Nukora on Arcanius, and Ciferum on Tyrell, Suspect on the far side. And last but not least, we've got Senatom on the Grey Main.
Wait, they're actually running it down bot lane. Wait, no. No. Team? Team!
I'm out of words right now. It's the first
You
tower they
can't
got
choose
there.
Pirates without Morales, though. I hope they understand that. Like, it doesn't quite work the same. You can't just have Falsad fly over and over into the core. I don't think that works.
Are you sure,
Ooh,
though? Are you
big
sure?
boy stun there, though, by Pitta on that Oriel, securing the kill on Artanis.
Got the first tower down here in the bottom, Unstoppable. You got a little bit of experience with faster flying to the top lane now. We've got the experience soak there. Rotating the mid lane. Sadly, Tennis was picked up in the bottom lane. This play is not as genius as we thought at the first moment.
The Epic Cup will be remembered as the Battle of the Juice Pirates. No, Juice Pirates was played before in one of the cups last time, though. I think it was the Rare Cup. Or actually, no, maybe no, it was the Rare Cup. It was Division 6 when Potatoes won it.
Right now, we've got the foreman from Sloth Sanctuary in the bottom, while we've got Unstoppable. Putting Falston on the top to not do too much soak, and the rest trying to defend the bottom. I mean, not going to the mid, so we've got Bruiser, Tank, and Heal in the bottom for Unstoppable.
We should make a rule, like Fight Club, okay? The first rule about Juice Pirates is we don't talk about Juice Pirates. I think that needs to be the new rule.
Knocked out and being finished off there. This very nice bot block from Sloth Sanctuary comes in. Secures the kill onto Tyrell here.
Yeah, absolutely. Experience-wise, it's pretty even at the moment, but the 2 kills going over to Sloth Sanctuary.
Teams are focusing Morales even in draft. Mocus for a... There we go. Boys, bottom front wall is about to fall on the side of Unstoppable. On the side of Sloth Sanctuary, we've got with Vala, ETC, Morales, or we've got no mana com on terms of the healers. They've just finished
absolutely.
the game.
Vala going in quite aggressively. They're getting caught into the root. They're trying to eat out, but can't get away from that Tyrael at the moment. But Tyrell's going to fall again here. Tyrell might get a big boy damage. No? Maybe he forgot about his trait being adjusted. Trying to clear the wave. So, meanwhile, they're just 4-manning the bot lane. And they're going to take this fort shortly, which concerns me a little bit.
Will they run on the bottom? think
They're literally
Dendro
just
said
saying,
at the start this would be the best run done. And with the team they have, they could possibly do it. Right now we've got Tyr rotating back to the bottom while we have Graham Foster in the top taking the shrine. Sorry,
they're
the tribute.
keeping to
And
go.
Spirit is in the mid lane.
So, you've got like Malthael mid just trying to defend the camp solo, and meanwhile you just got these four. Like we're just gonna run it down bot until you kill us all. The Vala Morales Oriole though is actually really sustaining.
It's just the mana of the healer combo is just amazing in terms of sustain their combo. Also Valon the one with the 4 mana per second additional without Pursuit and then opting to W build. Really stand out from her. Then against Malf, was a little bit too late there from the ETC.
Okay.
She didn't want to take too much of the tower.
The red team, Unstoppable, did realise now that they were actually attacking their keep wall and did cast back to try and defend this. They are 3 here at the moment. Malthael just trying to double soak, I think, at present, but I don't think he really can because Altana's can just push out the lanes as well.
Will this be at level 10 Medivac? Still try and go for it.
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine. At this point, I'm out. I'm out of suggestions. But we do see 2 tributes being picked up for the red team though. So the red team somewhat wants to go for the curse.
Now we've got a rotation coming in from Sloth Sanctuary more towards the top half of the map as we see a team fight coming in with Fremen in the bottom, so it's actually a 5v4 fight. Sloth Sanctuary are the ones who have to back off.
Yeah, red team holding their own here. They've got so many shields though. They've got Artanis, they've got Tyrael, Malfurion, sustain healing in these fights as well.
Also Foster opting to W build gives him also a shield.
I mean, if you're going wingman, surely you can. I don't even know what's better for Juice Pirates or the Falstad actually.
I mean, on the terms of Foster, it's more like if you want to be do you want to have wave clear and opt into the boomerang so you can split push a lot better, or do you want to go for the W build and make sure you are not losing hard in the 1v1 or even beating some heroes in 1v1? Because with the W build on Foster, you can even beat Ila in a 1v1 or a Zeratul if you play it well. One messes up a little bit.
I think into a Zeratul, no. I think the Zeratul has to mess up quite badly for it because he should be able to blink out and Vorpal back in, for example. So I think the Zeratul has to mess up, but definitely into an Illidan, especially pre-16 before Illidan gets that spell armor as well. 100%.
Even with level 16, he will have a very hard time. But now we see a boss play actually from the red team, and so we're going take theirs in the top, and now we've got in the bottom Sloth Sanctuary starting theirs, but they're a little bit late. And Unstopable is actually on rotation down here, and they've got level 10 already, and Sloth Sanctuary is also very close to it. Got the gust.
Malthael just trying to soak it for them.
Over the throat. Malfurion going
Stim drone. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, anyway, Stim drone being popped out here, but the blind coming out straight away here. ETC trying to go in, looking for a mosh pit, but they can't get it here. The boss has already been leashed here. Gust coming out just to try and disengage. They're still attacking the boss. But Aegis coming out here. Sank's a little bit too late, actually.
Paradox keeps on going in, looking.
Yeah, and they go for the throat though, making sure that Paradox falls here.
Fremen getting punished for it as he goes down with a post from ETC into the knockback.
Yeah, there should be a Malf kill as well, unless Malf can land a big boy root in a second. Because Vala will have that E available. Big boy root! Oh no! Misses the Conquering Arrow though. Oh, but still gets it through.
Meanwhile, the boss in the top lane for Unstopable took down most of the keep wall. It's down to half health. Last tower.
Can we just take a moment though? Can we just take a moment, just to be thankful that it's Stim drone? Just 1 second, okay? Just thank you that it's Stim drone.
Thank you, Tiny Owl, for everything you did and to Stim drone.
Yeah, I know chat's Tetsu saying Tiny reported for griefing, but I don't know. I'm kind of grateful.
It's a blessing and the curse at the same time.
Yeah, so anyway, next tribute is all to play for actually, because the next tribute will determine who gets cursed. We see a ping going out here, but this boss is going to go down, and the keep wall. Wait, is that crowd surfer? No, okay, the wall just got deleted as he slid. Okay, fine. I thought we were going to see a crowd surfer
with
again.
this boss in the bottom, we could see Sloth Sanctuary looking at the keep Malfoy also is in the mid lane right now. He might try to go for the tribute. But keep in mind they've got a Foster on the south Unstoppable who is able to fly up and take it. Or contest it. Hey, let's up us.
Yeah, as they're sieging away on this. I mean, the boss doesn't really scale yet until I think it's like minute 12 or something the boss scales. So I don't think this boss is going to do much. And yeah, it does take the wall down. We see Tyrell just blinking in, blinking out, being a nuisance. And there we are, the boss is already down. And Malthael, this is a 4v5, and obviously the global is in the bot lane, so they could fly faster up, but they're looking to try and engage here. A swap coming out onto Oriel, flight being flying over, trying to look for the big boy Gust. Big boy Gust comes out, Strafe comes out, but the Twilight Dream from Malfurion is enough to kill him. As the red team is cursed, but I'm not sure how much value this is going to get now. As they are going to lose.
For Sloth Sanctuary, and someone should be able to defend this curse quite good. And also maybe push in a little bit with it, but keep in mind their minions have only 1 HP, so they Tyrell has to shield them up or something like that to make them healthy to tank a few tower shots.
Yeah, Malthael's playing PvE and just double soaking. Look at his soak. He's got 13,000 XP total soak. This is the highest, which is 6,300 on the side of Falstad. But unfortunately, the fact that they capped this curse now is they're not going to be able to get much done with it. But it does deny the curse as well temporarily. And if you look bot lane, actually, the keep may go down here to the Winions.
Yeah, Winion wave looking in, double Archer wave coming in, and
ooh, that was a mosh pit opportunity there for the ETC. Didn't want to go for it. They may get the Artanis here, and yeah, the whip from Oriel securing the Artanis kill, and the keep did fall.
As you call it, bottom keep is down now. The Bruiser Camp was right by Fawcett, so Sloth Sanctuary not able to do much push in the mid lane, but bottom keep is down and the top 4 is down to 1000 HP. Who needs keep any keeps anyways? You have to defend the core at the keep, Jesus. Don't understand the game.
True. Malfurion just scouting it out, being so, from that curse, they did secure the keep, so they did end up getting value from that curse, but this does mean that the next tribute will be a curse for the red team, for Unstoppable. So, it is going to have to be contested by the blue team or face curse, or you could see some backdoor attempts as well. That could be a thing. But the boss is up for the red team.
Currently they're looking at the top 4, that also means they're around the top boss, so the team in red Unstoppable cannot just go.
And if you look at the boss control on the side of the red team though, it's so strong. You've got Sanctification, Holy Ground level 13 coming in for Tyrell as well, and you've got the Gust from the Falstad.
Sanctuary even starting yet, apparently.
I think Dento's just building up his hatred, which is quite a good play to do as your Valor. You just want to try and maintain 10 stacks of hatred.
Yes, especially if you go for a W build, because your hatred increases the damage of your multi-shot by 40% when you have 10 stacks.
It's also the movement speed as well that you get from it. And obviously Pit is just generating some hope here as well. So kind of like some smart little plays, some little micro plays here from the blue team. Okay, now they're attacking it though. Stone Drone coming out here.
Looking at the boss again. There's the blind coming in, not leave it. Dendro kept up his hatred mainly on the boss a little bit. About to level 16 for Vala, which would be very interesting, as he could either opt into Manticore, which gives him a lot more damage against the tanks. He could also go for the Thieving Hatred to get some little bit more spell power and the great AoE damage, but we've got the Gust. No! No Marsh Pit, there's the Sand coming in, Typhoon Hawk taking a lot of damage. Go for the Throat coming in, and Aegis as well to keep him alive. Dendro taking a lot of damage, that's a double kill for Unstoppable so far. And now Paradox Peter trying to get a kill as they get the last ride on Malfurion, and Paradox is not in trouble. He's pushed in the corner by the Holy Crown, able to jump out with his W. It seems like he tries to stay alive, but or not so lucky as she was on the wrong side of the base and was finished off by the Greymane. Also, the flying in to capture the tribute. Meanwhile, we've got Tyrell and the Azine is looking at the core. Later. Oh. Seems like we are alone now. It's a short disconnect. He will hopefully be back soon as we got the boss now. taken by the team in red, Unstoppable, and we also see the curse on their side now. So the boss in the top lane could actually go for keep and core if they try to follow it up. But we saw Tyrell going down to the boss. So this is a big problem there. The Tyrell fell to the boss alone. Now we see Kramen looking at the siege camp in the bottom and the team in red, Unstoppable, going join forces in the bottom lane as they try to push in for the bottom fort, which also makes them a great position to go for the next boss in the bottom as this one is up already. Right now they see 5 people in the top for the side of Sloth Sanctuary, so I would love to see a boss play from them now. We usually say no bosses and stuff during the curse, but the curse is about to end. And yes, they are here going for the boss. It's already half. Ala is about to come in. Gust is here is on his way. He will be in time, or is he though? Does the Gust Typhoon Hawk makes it time? Holy Crown used already, so Typhoon Hawk on the point. There's the sanctification, and Malphite is the first one to fall. Now already in a lot of trouble. Make it 2 as she falls. Intro falling meantime to Kramen as well. There's 3 kills. There's a mosh pit onto 4, but the boss is here with stun and root. Finishes off the ETC. Tyrell is able to rip off the aura as well. The Moraes goes down as well, and it's a 5-man team wipe from the side of Unstoppable. Now they push in the bottom with 20 seconds on the timer for Malphite, and everyone else on the side of Sloth Sanctuary are already looking at the keep and core, and there's the GG's has been from the team in blue, Sloth Sanctuary. This looks very like game. It's the 3-0 coming in from Unstoppable. Very short final. Dominant in the last game in the series before against the Butt Buddies. They also look dominant here. Sloth Sanctuary as they were able to close the series out in a 3-0. GG's to them. We've got Aviator back in here.
Hello.
Currently. Hello.
We're back.
Or back.
Don't know if I am.
You are for us at least.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, okay. I think I'm back. I guess the game ended. I think it's told me it ended, right?
Yes. Unstoppable was able to beat Sloth Sanctuary and closed out the series in a 3-0.
Okay. Unfortunate for Soul Sanctuary. I did see a sort of speed replay highlight as my game was reconnecting, and then it just said game ended, so I didn't quite get to see it all, unfortunately.
And means with Unstoppable winning this series in the end, the grand final, we will join them in a winners interview soon. First, we can take a short look at stats and other stuff. When we look at this game, we see 12 to 9 kills, so not too big of a difference there. Also, really felt like that. And looking on terms of damage, we've got 39,000 on the side of Vala, so definitely the hyper carry in this game. But then we see Falster, Kramen, Mouth, and Ortadas being the next 4 people in the list. So really high damage output from everyone else inside of Unsolvable. Tyrell, of course, not usually the best one for in terms of damage. Looking a little bit on terms of build, we saw the W build coming out from Vala. Also opting into the W build with the Founder Strikes on 13 as well.
Yep.
Mainly pre-standard stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So, congratulations to Unstoppable winning the grand final of the Epic Cup. So, it's their first Epic Cup. Have they played it in the Epic Cup previously as well? That's the question to ask them. So, if you look at it, they played in Div 4 last season, this season, season 11. So, no, it's their first time as a team together. So, their first showing as a team together, and obviously winning the Epic Cup is pretty good going for them.
Also had a very strong team, I feel. Like they played all individually very well, but also worked quite as a team together. Especially in the chaotic team fights on this last map.
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the teams to teams to be ready to make sure that we do have everything ready. Okay. So as we want to go to the bracket screen quickly, as we can see how we got to the final today, as we quickly recap and say thank you to all the participating teams today in the Epic Cup. So, first game of the day was AFK for Coco v XL5, which they took 2-0 for AFK for Coco. Turtle Team 1 v Sloth Sanctuary, 2-1 Sloth Sanctuary, which they did take the reverse sweep there, using Juice Pirate to success. And they didn't quite go so to plan in the grand final. Unstoppable v Diablo Immortal went 2-0 for Unstoppable, and Mustaches v Johnny Sins went 2-0. The first semi-final today took us to AFK for Coco v Sloth Sanct, who played Bloodlust Rhaegar to great effect in those two victories. They used double support Zul as well on Battlefield Paternity to that. Unstoppable against Johnny Sins. Unstoppable looked pretty strong in this series, if I'm completely honest. They used Alarak to great effect as well, which was banned out continuously against them in the grand final, which obviously they beat Sloth Sanctuary, taking the victory 3-0. So, Samu, recap of all today. What's been your favourite map of the day so far, or your favourite series?
It hurts to say it in front of you, but I felt the Sloth Sanctuary against the Turtle Team on the second channel so far was my favorite one. It was the only free map of today. The only series where we had the team Sloth and the map. It was a little bit closer than most of the others, and also it was like a Turtle Team being very dominant in the first game, and then we saw Sloth Sanctuary in game number 2. Pulling out the two Pirates, executing them very well. In game number 3, they just picked up the Bloodlust Rhaegar. Played really well there as well, so it was so far my favorite series today. But you don't have to forget that we started against Johnny Sins Butt Buddies, but Butt played very well. Or Unstoppable against Johnny, or Unstoppable against Johnny Sins Butt Buddies. Unstoppable just really loved Unstoppable and able to get some nice counters in for the Butt Buddies. It's not only about play and drafts and everything, also how they manage to counter what Butt Buddies got. Still, the Sloth Sanctuary against AFK for Coco also looked pretty good, as we all know them, both teams. It could also have gone to map number 3, I would say, but it's fast and it was a 2-0 for Sloth Sanctuary.
Yeah, I think, as you say, the second semi-final of the day could have gone. I think the game's small things in the game itself could have changed the outcome, I think, but that's the beauty of HOTS, right? Is that it's always those small, finer tuning moments which define the games and decide the winners as well. Obviously, the one thing I don't like about the game, though, is when it happens to you. You can be winning all game, and then all of a sudden you just get wiped at level 20, and the team just runs through a fort and a keep, and then ends the game. So we'll just have to, that's just the beauty of the game, though, the nature of the beast.
Some people complain about no combat mechanics. From the looks of it, we're ready to go into the interview. Now we're in the interview room.
Hello.
We are joined immediately by Senatom. Congratulations, first of all, to your victory here.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations. You guys played a great semi-final. That's the first time that I saw you today, but the semi-final you played was great. And obviously in the grand final, it was a bit fiesta-ish at times, but you guys held your nerve and you got over the line. So congratulations.
Thanks.
As it is, of course, always at the interview of any playoff today, it is not only us casters and the players who you are going to hear, it's also the legendary Mr. Launch Master himself. Dr. Patman is here and joins us.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much, Samu, of course, for the introduction. And I'm very happy to be here. Of course, Unstoppable, proving their namesake there for the sake of the Epic World Cup. Congratulations to you. But before we go any further, I think it wouldn't be fair to not mention Sloth Sanctuary's heroic effort in making it to the finals. Of course, the members of Sloth Sanctuary make me a little bit biased on who I might have wanted to win, but I'm very, very happy to see Unstoppable here, and of course, commiserations to a great effort by Sloth Sanctuary. For the members of Unstoppable, though, you are our Epic Cup winners this time around, and with that, of course, comes with the highest quality plastic that Heroes Lounge money can buy. Of course, I'm talking about our trophies. So, Tom, if you ever get the moment, if you want to send across all of the players which took part, their names and addresses, then we can send those trophies off to you as soon as we can. So congratulations to you, and just let me know.
Thanks.
Of course. And I can see overwhelmed with excitement there as to the prospect of receiving the trophies, I'm sure.
They are the highest quality of plastic, I
They
hear.
are. But of course, I do, as usual, need to give a huge shout out to the people who make these tournaments possible. The playoffs include a huge amount of time involved behind the scenes, not just during the tournament, but in the lead up to it. And of course, our casters here, you've got Aviator and Samu, but there's Karis, of course, who puts a lot of effort into this, and I really can't thank him enough, along with all of our other casters which have been involved in this today, and Transparent and John Brannon, and of course Tiny, maybe not for the last match, but have been putting in a lot of work behind the scenes, and really a huge thanks needs to go out to them as well.
Perfect. Thank you for that, Cosmic. I think, I think so many people don't understand the amount of effort that goes into behind the scenes for all involved. It's not just our two faces on screen, as you said. Everyone's there.
No, thanks so much. I'll leave you to it. Enjoy the interview, and I'll see you guys in the next final, I guess. All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
There we are. So, Sinatum, captain of Unstoppable, talk us through. I think everyone wants to know about the Juice Pirates bit, but first, I think we do have to cut on to game number one. What was your hardest?
I think we can even talk about stuff before it. How did you prepare going into Sloth Sanctuary? Did you know that they have some juicy drafts coming up?
Yes, before the tournament today, we have studied the all enemy team in with the Heroes Lounge stat on your website. So we were prepared about a Genji of the Johnny team and of the Medivac comp of our team at the second map. So we were prepared about all they can do.
Yeah, absolutely. So it shows that your research obviously paid off because you had the victories there. Were you expecting when they did pick the Rhaegar? Were you expecting the Bloodlust completely? What was your thoughts behind?
Yes, we were sure about the Bloodlust because they picked Rhaegar Bloodlust sometime today and before. So we were very sure about that. And I picked Cassia just for blind them and counter their ult.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, it negates the auto attack healing. And
Here we are back again.
Think we're back. Okay, and we're we're back in the room. So, Sunatem, the question that everyone wants to know though, Juice Pirates. How did you know that the Juice Pirates was coming once they picked Ethereal?
Could you repeat, please?
Did you know that the Juice Pirates composition was coming when they picked
Yes,
Ethereal?
we we saw that, and we pick our main tank. What is his name? Arthas. Yes,
Yeah.
Arthas. for Sindwa Gozer and for counter them. We kill them and we counter them because we can Sindwa Gozer's keep and go right to their core.
Yeah, I really like the Syndragosa pick. I didn't expect it. When you picked Arthas, I thought, oh, maybe they still don't realize somewhat. But the Syndragosa was actually really clutch, and I really like the fact that yeah, you counter engage by just taking their fort and their keep with using the Syndragosa. So I think it was really well played. But game number 3, did you want Juice Pirates?
Yes, we try to do the same combi and them because we like that. It's a cancer comp, but we like to play that. So we wanted to prove, oh, we play that and win with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I
What?
mean, I thought you'd have picked the Morales a bit earlier if you did want that sort of like, particularly because you could flex your last sort of damage dealer, right? You can go into Reina. Even Asmodan gets picked in Juice Pirates sometimes because of the ultimate. So
There's
Because
even a lot of different possibilities, but you decided to go for the Artemis Falstad there in right after the bend. So what were your thoughts behind this?
because if they pick Morales last with Oriel, they don't have really damage, and they have no push. They have nothing for counter us in the west of the game, and so if we pick something else than Morales and play normal, we win because they have Morales Oriel and they can't do damage. Especially when we have KOL for Sancti, the few damage they have.
yeah, absolutely. Well, clearly you showed your victory there, and congratulations once again on winning the Epic Cup. Obviously, it's your first season as well in Lounge. Is it together, or have you played in Lounge before?
We started to play together at the Nexus Cup by Maganir,
Okay.
and the last one in December. And after we play a lot together, we did some qualifier for Division S just for train. And after we train once, twice for per week for the Division 4.
Okay.
But
Nice.
it's our first Heroes Lounge in team.
Yeah, well, next season you'll be in Division 3 for winning the cup. I believe that's how it usually works, so long as you've got the same sort of roster, the same amount of people, the same people that you played with this season. Usually you get promoted for winning either the division or the cup. So hopefully, we'll have to test your limits in the legendary cup then, not just the epic.
Yes, we wanted to go in a Legendary Cup. We recently passed our main count in a Master in the Ranked for improve our solo abilities, and we will continue to try for win the Legendary Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the point of all playing, right? What any shout outs from you, Sinatum?
What?
Any shout outs from you? Do you want to shout out to your team? Shout out to people watching? Any
Yes,
shout outs?
I shut up all of my team, Paled, NC Ferrum, Suspect, Yukowa, Bibo, and me, because I'm important.
Absolutely. Gotta put some self love out there. But yeah, congratulations again, Sinatum, and really well played. And good luck for next season and enjoy your trophies.
Thanks.
We are going to head back to our video call where you see our faces again and not just freeze.
No, yeah, no, we are back. Samu, round up the day for us. How did the day go for you?
A beautiful day. I first did the production for the 2 games on launch 2, which were also great ones. I also saw Sloth Sanctuary for the first time, playing great, and also great. Big thanks to 42 and Josh for casting there. And the rest of the day was just very beautiful. Having some great games to watch of Heroes of the Storm just makes me very happy.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've had a great day casting. I've done both semi-finals and the final, and I've casted with yourself and with Heroes at school. And again, big thank you to Karis running production in the background for us all on the main Heroes Lounge channel today. So thank you, Karis, who's also been in Stats Corner. You may have heard me referring to said corner earlier today. Wasn't on point, but he still came out with some good stats occasionally. And what you don't hear sometimes actually during the games and stuff is obviously is Karis's squeals of laughter or squeals of excitement when something's going on in the game as well. So no, he's always helpful to us. So thank you for that. But Samu, any final thoughts from yourself?
Not really.
No.
Just
So
big thanks to everybody watching.
yeah, for everyone watching who isn't part of Heroes Lounge already, ! sign up will take you through to season 12 of our signups. So if you're not part of it, I'd highly recommend it. ! Discord takes you to the Discord as well. And obviously next weekend we've got the Legendary Cup and Mythic Cup to come. So we're not all done yet. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there are more casts coming up this evening as well. I think Yosh is casting, and I think I myself am casting at some point as well. So I probably need to check out what time that is. So
Think or you know.
I think. Anyway, so there's plenty more casts to come, obviously, during these isolation things. Stay safe, and thank you all very much for watching.
Have a great day. Bye.
No, and